video.
Oh my gosh! Actually, I was gonna say, is he cured 1,000 people's blindness? It actually turns out that
he gave it to.
That would be fake, and that was crazy.
That'd be crazy. You know what would be really funny? If like after he the cameras get shut off, he just takes.
All right, give me your eyes.
I personally think that it's hardest to go out there and actually do it. To get people that want to
just looks nice.
Donate their time and get out there and do it and actually physically be there rather than clicking buttons on a screen. I think is better personally. I don't.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of The Closing Team. My name is Fareed. To my left is...
Isaac, Mac, King Macaroni. And to my left is...
Oh, all the way to the left. This is Kylie. Kylie River, Lively Kylie, whatever you want to call me.
And we are The Closing Team. So today, we have like 2 or 3 things we want to really talk about. We're going to hone in on our main man, Mr. Jiminy Cricket, Mr. Beast.
Jimmy.
Big Jimmy. How to watch an empire fall.
Oh, jeez. I'm excited. I want to hear what y'all have to say.
Let's start with Isaac this
We'll
time.
start with you, actually.
No, start with you.
No, because we talked slightly in the car.
You were the one who did the least amount of talking last episode, so you can talk first.
Facts.
Okay. I think it's kind of crazy, to be honest. Jimmy. I think he's, even though things bad happen, I think he's still a good person. He just did very negligible
I never
things.
even knew his name was Jimmy. The poor guy. That's definitely why he went to Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is way better. No offense, any Jimmys out there. It's not like that. Just
shit on his name.
Jimmy just doesn't fit for him, you know.
Yeah.
Jimmy's not a good name for what he looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a tall 6'5".
He looks like a Trevor.
No, he doesn't.
Trevor's
He
crazy.
looks like a Mark.
Trevor's are way
I can't
skinnier.
see Mark.
Mark
Is a hot name.
Yeah, Markiplier.
Okay, guys, what the fuck?
You think Mark is a hot name?
Markiplier?
We need to have a whole episode about that
Mark is not
conversation.
a
Have you
hot
seen
name.
Markiplier?
No, Markiplier is hot.
Okay, you guys
Yeah.
are thinking of one specific person.
Right.
Like, Mark is not a hot
Also, like, just the way it sounds when you say it, like, Mark. Sounds like a dad.
Like, that's not a hot name, guys.
Mark
No,
Robinson.
You're thinking about one specific person and made the entire fucking name hot.
Also, anything with J's, I'm sorry, but and that's what I'm saying. I have really nothing to do with Jimmy. It's just any name with a J. I'm sorry, but you're out.
Jaden is a hot name.
Yo.
I'm sorry, but you're out. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Not even Jaden?
No Jacobs, no Jordans,
Jake?
no.
Jacobs?
Oh, no Jakes, absolutely no Jakes. That's like
Justin?
the Chads of like.
Okay, what's a good name then? We're gonna do this and then we're gonna get back to Mr. Beast.
Oh, that's a really great question. Kylie, of course.
I knew she was.
Let's talk
You know me too well. No, actually, I really have always, for some reason, loved the name Brandon.
Brandon.
It's like white.
That is very, yeah, I guess. I've always loved that name.
You
I think,
name your son Brandon?
I don't know, maybe.
What Brad?
I don't think I really want one. Ew, not Brad.
Brad?
I would
What
do
about
it.
Brad?
Anything that's one syllable, like John,
How about Bradley?
Brad, Ken.
Extend the name. What about Bradley?
That's not bad.
Oh, hold on. Oh man. I
Chad
forgot.
is another. Anything with one syllable, I'm sorry. It's just, you're not interesting enough.
I'm gonna name my son Thor.
That's cool.
That's a hot name, though.
Thor is crazy. Your
Thor
son's
is
gonna be
crazy.
made fun
I'm
of.
not gonna lie.
He's gonna
I
be
know,
made
B
fun
and
of.
I actually.
Imagine if he's like stacked. What if he's like my son like gets stacked?
He's gonna be stacked at 5 years
Yeah,
old.
he's like stacked up
Well,
the
no,
wall.
I'm gonna say like he's a 25-year-old guy. Like at that age, and he's like stacked, and his name is Thor. He's gonna thank me.
He's playing for the long game. So
Playing for the end game. No, that was actually great. That was a great Marvel pun. I love that. Anyways, yeah. No, if you have one syllable, you're done. I'm sorry. Or if your name starts with a J,
disconnected.
you're not
You
welcome.
disconnected me?
Yeah, I think because you would like had your leg on it.
It's because you didn't untangle the wires.
No, I'm talking about right here.
Good
You
thing
had
we
your leg
all
on
were
this.
talking about Mr. Beast and we just got derailed to now hating him.
He's gonna be
Anyways, I'm sorry. We had to put that out there. Sorry, Jimmy. It just sounds so funny to say. Let's first just talk about like his videos in general and what, before we get into behind the scenes stuff, because there's a lot to talk about with that story, but I think really we should start with kind of the videos and like what is happening in the videos. And one of the biggest controversies in it is the fact that he's saying that it's all fake. Or, I mean, it's all real, but people are saying that it's fake. So I would love to know what you guys have to think about that.
Well, if we're gonna be honest, I remember because we started talking. It was crazy because we had a conversation about Mr. Beast like before we started the podcast, and I was like, me and him were on the side, like, yeah, he's pretty authentic, like he's not fake. And then you were saying like, nah, it's just 100% fake. And then I think like literally like 3 days later, she got exposed.
Let me.
Fake.
Yeah, let me. No, that's actually really crazy because that was like that was before he like actually got exposed. Let me put out some information before you just say that I say it's 100% fake because.
No, I'm putting it in the RC.
It's not even. It's
NDAs, but
I just want to put out there the fact that like I thought that it was just public knowledge that everything on the internet was fake. Like I just thought that like my growing up. I mean, I don't know. My dad is in IT.
That's the general consensus.
So
but for him specifically, everybody like he markets himself as someone very authentic, and it just seems so hard to fake what he does.
I mean, and I understand that, but here's another example: The Conjuring. The Conjuring was technically a real story, but it is so extreme that not all of it's real. But it's based off a real story, and like I'm not saying that Mr. Beast stuff is based off a real story, but it's just the fact of I thought it was just an consensual thing. I thought everybody just knew that everything was fake on the internet. Guys, everything is fake on the internet.
Yes, we're fake. We're not.
All I have to say.
We're not real people.
Everything is fake on the internet. I don't even care.
We're not fake. We're not real.
I don't care what
She's
anybody
not even
says.
a real sport.
She's a
Everything.
I have this question then. What do you think about him doing like, for example, the 100 wells in Africa? Is that fake?
No. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what that is.
we don't follow his content actually.
I'm sorry. I know that he like built houses. I didn't know. Is it you said wells in Africa?
Yeah, in Africa.
He cured
I actually don't. I've never watched a single Mr. Beast video.
Oh my gosh! Actually, I was gonna say is he cured 1,000 people's blindness. It actually turns out that
he gave it to
that would be fake, and that was crazy.
That'd be crazy. You know what would be really funny if like after he like the cameras get shut off, he just takes.
All right, give me your eyes.
No, that would be.
All those homes, and once the camera cuts off,
I like to in. Here's the thing, to a certain extent, his videos are real, and here's like another. Like I was watching some other people talk about it, and a big thing that they were saying with the videos was not just the fact that they were saying that he was saying his videos were real and some of it wasn't. But another thing was like kind of in a way messing up the game shows
Okay.
to make like his people win, or like saying that they're giving people this amount of money but they're really getting this amount of money. I would love to hear y'all's information about that.
Like for that specifically, that's crazy because he is marketing it as real. It's not real if you have people that work for you that are in those videos. Like they're literally like your plants in the game. Like that automatically that makes it not real. 100%. Even if there's one person in it.
Counter argument. What if he didn't have enough people? Like some people like flaked the last second. He had to fill in the slots.
Then you shouldn't say it's real.
Well, and here's
fair point.
Like if I can understand that, but if because you gotta do what you gotta do to make the video still. But it's like if you're putting anybody in there, that's your guy. It's not real.
But wouldn't that mess up the video though?
No.
I mean, here's the thing though. Yes, he's saying the only issue that is. I think the only real issue in that fact that you can point out without knowing what is in contract and what's behind the scenes is the fact that he will title the video "Strangers," but it is people that he knows.
Exactly, that's what I'm
because,
saying.
but that's everybody can lie on the internet. Like that's not like okay that.
Okay.
I don't want to say that's not bad, but it's just like.
Okay, like we're just thinking about it from an internet.
He's not
context.
the only one that does that. Everybody does that.
We're thinking about it from an internet context, but his content is more akin to like an actual game show. Like this is stuff that would be like following like legal things.
I completely disagree, honestly.
Really?
To be completely honest with you, because I have been.
Like game shows.
Sorry. Hold on. Let me choose my next words wisely. Hold on. I personally, from my opinion, you can see the fact that people know what they're expecting out of it. And I'm just saying that from a fact of, you can tell when somebody knows how to act and when somebody doesn't. And so when you have people on the show, even because there's footage of people even that aren't his people that are acting and reacting to things like they know it's already going to happen because they're not actors. They're either his friends or they are random people, you know? So it's like, they're not actors. They don't know how to really make something fake and make it look fake and make it good. And so in my complete opinion, I think that a lot of it is actually fake. And that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, saying that it's real is, I think, really the only issue that I have at all of the physical stuff that happens in his videos. Because yes, I do agree, like, signing people up saying this is a game show, kind of like if you did like Wheel of Fortune. It's like, this is actually a game show, right? So it's like, people are actually going to win this money. You have to like, and to even get on those, you have to, I know because I've been through this process before, you have to do like, not only do you just like apply and do your application, you also have to go through physical exams, psychiatric exams. You have to, somebody will go on your social media and just scroll and tell you like, this isn't good, take this off, because cancel culture is so huge right now. This is all stuff y'all didn't know, right? This is crazy. This is what happens behind the scenes in acting. And so they do this even not for game shows, for a lot of big things. And so a lot of things happen behind the scenes that y'all don't even know, like, even with contracts, like, you know, they may be advertising on the video like they're gonna give the winner $10,000, but he might be on the, you know, the contract might actually be like, okay, well, we're gonna give you guys like $500 to act like you're gonna win 10 grand, you know, and not that that's morally okay. I mean, that's kind of sucks, but when you think about the world, who wouldn't want the opportunity to just play a game for $500? So, like, and so I think there's a lot of give and take when it comes to the videos themselves, which is why I would love to hear what you guys have to say, because you guys aren't necessarily involved on those sides of things, so you haven't seen a lot of the way that things work behind the scenes. So I think it was really cool to get y'all's information, but I think the big one for me personally is, and this was one of the things that one of the videos I was watching was talking about, was his chocolate bars. And there was a lot of things going around saying that, like, his original chocolate bar, and there were commercials about his original chocolate bar supposedly trying to be, like, really healthy.
Yeah.
And now it's not, and he changed the formula, and now it's not, and he's still advertising it like it is.
Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on.
So I think that is the big one for me.
I want to stop you before you go there, because I want to say that for later.
Oh, okay.
I want to tackle this, like, by tiers. So I want to handle the fake videos first.
Yeah.
For sure. Actually, we cut him off because I asked for his opinion.
I don't even know what I said.
I
I don't know what I said anymore.
So sorry.
Go ahead, just give us your thoughts on the fake videos.
Well, yeah, his videos might be fake.
Oh, they're 100% fake.
Oh, yeah.
His videos are 100% fake. Everybody's videos are 100% fake.
But I want to say this. I don't think he should be canceled, personally, for the sole fact of, who can you say, for example, built 100 wells in Africa?
Mm-hmm.
And took his time to do that. Built houses for people who didn't have homes. I can't remember all the other things he did, but he did a lot of things. Yeah, he did cure 1,000 people blindness. He did a lot of good things. I'm not saying doing good things means you can't do bad, but I think if we cancel him, I'm saying who's gonna pick up that plate? Who's gonna start helping people that need help?
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. So
that's a really good point. Yeah, because that's the huge part, and that's, you know, like, I like to compare it to movies, because that's my job. But like with The Conjuring, you know, some people say that it's wrong to make real stories exaggerated to draw in audiences. That was like when The Conjuring first came out. That was I remember that being a huge controversial thing. And I mean, The Conjuring movie is great, so, you know, but it's, you know, you can't please everybody, and The Conjuring movie, you know, gave awareness to the situation and to the family, and even helped raise some money to support it. And you know, it's, I think it, you know, it's, I really think it's a give and take, and I think you really can't make everybody happy. And I think, once again, everything is fake online, so you can't even just punish one person for that when everything is fake online.
He planted 1.5 million trees as well, by the way.
I'm of the opinion that, well, originally, before we started doing this podcast, I was of the opinion that at least the majority of what he's doing is real. But now, definitely that opinion has changed. As I said, I think by the simple fact of you marketing it as saying, okay, these are 100 random people, and actually, even if one of them is your plan, that's not real. So there's that to that extent for me.
Well, and here's
like,
the
there's
thing.
There's the whole shit with the
I'm sure none of them are actually fake people. I'm sure they're all people he know. That's how it works. It's the same for acting.
Oh no, he's fine. There's actually
you know?
people that I go on record saying that I'm actually genuinely I don't know that guy. So there is that. So there's that to consider.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't know.
They do actually have.
People could be lying, but
Yeah.
there's like there's so many like allegations coming out about him right now that
Right.
would kind of argue against that. Some of them are actually just genuinely random people. Like
Yeah,
this whole
right.
Beast Games thing that's got going on where he's got all these random people injured and shit.
Right.
We'll talk about that a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think for the fact that he has like these random people in the mix with people that he's paying them, like they know that they're gonna win. Like he's setting it up by that one dude, freaking Mac is his name or something.
Right.
Mr. Beast marketing that dude like, oh yeah, I'm just a random poor guy. Meanwhile, he set the guy up in like a 10-bedroom house.
He said he was staying with a friend at that mansion.
Yeah, he's lying.
So
Mr. Beast gave it to him. He's lying. He's in Mr. Beast's pocket. He's not gonna tell the truth.
Yeah, I don't know enough about that story to speak on that. I just.
Allegedly, sorry. I gotta say allegedly.
Already get a cease and desist.
I think realistically it's not the faked videos. I mean, the making, the having fake fire in the videos and all of these people actually doing stunts, and those aren't mine.
Yeah, those are mine, but you can just put them down. Why'd you pick them up?
No, because I'm not centered. Kind of like.
Yeah,
to the side.
You're like leaning on me.
And I think like
my personal space.
No, it's okay. I mean, all of that extra stuff I think is one thing. Like, you can look at the fire and know it's fake. You can look and know that like that is a crazy thing to do. That is a stunt person, not
the raccoon was
not his friend doing that. And there's a lot of like liability that also goes into because you have to, like you said, sign these contracts when you go on to these projects. At least I hope for his sake that they're contracts, because if not, he's gonna go down real fast, real fucking soon. But I'm sure with the level that he's at, he has contracts.
Yeah,
I have a counter argument.
He has a legal team, yeah.
So like the whole facade of like just visual effects and things like that, I don't think is a bad thing at all. They do it in movies all the time. Like I said, they did it in The Conjuring. They made the story fancier for people to like it. But I just. That's different on the counter argument of like he's actually telling these people when they come on, random or his people, if he's actually telling them like this is an actual game show, you're gonna actually be competing, that is fraud. If he's hiring these people, signing contracts saying I will pay you $500 to quote unquote play this game show, then that's not fraud. There's nothing wrong with that. They know that they're making a certain amount of money. They know the whole game show is fake. And then the only part of him lying is the fact that he posts it up and says it's real.
Okay, so now we're going to move into the fraud section. That is the next thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
There is regulations for those sorts of things, like game shows specifically.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to market it to these people that this is 100 random people, they actually do have to be 100 random people. You cannot have any affiliation to those people. So
you're saying random people, right?
Yes, random people. You can't have affiliations to them.
Uh-huh.
So if the whole sticking is people in that mix is fraud.
Uh-huh.
There's also the thing where that's come out now.
Not necessarily though, because it has to be a game show for it to be fraud. Yes, it would be fraud if it was an actual game show. But the thing is, he might not be, because that's the thing, you have to also think what's going on behind the scenes. Because yes, if it is exactly how he's putting the video up online, then yes, that would be fraud. But, like I said, once again, nothing on the internet is actually real. And I'll put money on it, the fact that he's writing out contracts for everybody, saying that this is what is going to happen, this is the script, this person is going to win, and you're going to be paid $500 for pretty much like being a background. So, that's what I would say is going on.
The real fraud for me in this scenarios is him like going back on his word for his like streams. him paying people off to leave the games while he's like, actively recording them. So it's like setting up 50 boys versus 50 girls and who can solve a Rubik's Cube the fastest. And then you go to the guy's side and you pay the guy who knows how to solve the Rubik's Cube the best. You give him $10,000 to leave. That's actually fraud. Like, you brought them here with the intention, under the pretense that it's 50 against 50, then you paid 2 people off on one side to leave. That's fraud. That's actually fraud.
Is it actually fraud?
It's actually legally fraud.
But
can you explain
is it
that?
really a competition?
Yeah.
Can you explain
Are you sure?
why it's fraud?
Yeah, I'm 100% certain.
Are you sure?
That is legally
Can you
fraud.
explain it? Like, I'm actually genuinely asking.
Because it's the pretense of like the contract that they're signing, like 50 against 50. You've made it 48.
Well, you don't know that that's the contract they're signing. You didn't see it.
No. I mean, I didn't personally see it, but if that's what he's telling them.
But what if the contract says something else, though?
Right, the contract definitely says something else than what's on camera.
He has to specify it, what they're doing.
He has to.
In the contract, he has to specify what they're doing. So if he changes it for the sake of the video, like on the fly, just standing right there, be like, actually, if I want to just, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it 48. This is debatable. He actually did this. Like, he walked up to the girl's side after he did it and said, I just gave one of the guys $10,000 to leave. If you lose, you're disappointing me.
But what if the contract never explicitly said that can't?
Like I said,
what if it said it's subject to change or something like that?
No,
on those lines. Not that literally verbatim. What if he said,
most likely,
I can give you $10,000 to leave, and you can take it if you want to leave.
It most likely doesn't say.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't think it says that, or you can even include that in the contract.
I want to argue again in the fact of I doubt it's an actual competition, and I doubt they're actually really competing against each other.
it's not a like an actual thing that's going to go on TV, but you can make competitions that are not.
And it's not about that, but you have to have certain rules and regulations to actually be a game show officially.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's the thing too, is I doubt it's actually even a competition or game show. I think he's just making a video, and he's once again $500 to come and be a background in my video. And he can decide.
But if you make it legally binding, it doesn't matter that it's actually a game show or not.
It doesn't?
No. If you start involving contracts in these things, like, this isn't a game show.
But what if
but if I start giving you guys contracts, it's legally binding now.
Is contract NDA the same thing? Is that under the same thing?
No,
they're not
different.
the same thing.
So what if they signed an NDA? Would that still?
I mean, now you could sue them for if they start like talking out about.
Yeah, NDA just stands for non-disclosure agreement. So it's pretty much like you can't tell people about this. You can't share this information. If they ever ask you about it, you just have to not talk about it. Like if you were in a Mr. Beast video and they came up to you and they were like, "Did you actually get paid for this?" You would have to be like, "Oh, that was a long time ago. I don't really remember it that much."
You can't talk about it. You're like
Would that change the legality of it then?
For what?
For them, what were we talking about?
No, that was a good question. He's saying if something happened illegally, is the contract still strong? Can you still not tell people?
They can't. Yes, you can't do illegal things to people. Just because they're under a contract.
You can avoid an NDA if it's illegal.
Yeah.
That's not.
So
a court will not uphold something that illegally happened to you. Like,
so let's say
imagine if you got I'm not gonna say that word, but like if you got Like you got, something horrible
somebody came up and
to
stabbed you.
Yeah, like
on set.
You can't.
So
you can't
okay, that's actually a good point. Because what were we talking about? The Mr. Beast games where the people were complaining it was kind of like Hunger Games. They were like giving out food and stuff. They were like starving and stuff.
Yeah, so they signed non-disclosure agreements, but of course, now
would that void it since they got injured? Would that void it?
What he did was he invited them back and offered them more money and made them sign new contracts that said that you cannot participate in a class action lawsuit.
What if he did that for all of them? Would that take away?
He did that for all of them, but some of them refused to come back.
For me, this just sounds like the acting world. This just sounds like the reality of acting. Yeah. Dallas and I were on set one day as background and didn't have water for 7 hours, 6 hours. It was ridiculous.
With those
that just sounds like the acting world to me. That just sounds like the film industry.
Well, it wasn't for a few hours.
That doesn't sound out of...
it wasn't for a few hours. It was for a few days that they didn't get food or water.
Oh, hold on. It wasn't.
Allegedly.
It was
No
an
way, a few
extended
days.
period. It wasn't days.
Because
It wasn't.
I was
days.
gonna
You're
say
right.
no.
I
There's
forgot
no
it was
way
like
it's days.
it was like a set amount of hours that it happened, but it was
Because
like,
you need
some stuff.
water every there's like a certain amount of time that you
You
need
die
water.
without
Otherwise
water
you'll
after
die.
3 days.
Is it 3 days?
Yeah, it was an extended.
I really
period.
forgot, but it was a long. It was a lot of time to go without
Yeah,
food
so
and
we got
water.
laptop for it. Can just look
There
it up
was
real quick.
that, and then there was like this girl who was talking about how she, needed pads and stuff, and they refused to give her pads. And
So
she's,
I
like,
just want to ask: Is
allergic to,
this
like,
in the
regular
video?
ones.
Is this happening in the video?
I don't think so. They're probably there's no way because they were talking about
They're not gonna
some of the
focus on
guys
that
were
stuff.
tackling the women.
Yeah, so I was about to say that.
Like,
They were
injured them
literally
in the video,
tackling
so
the
I don't
girls.
think they put that in the
Like they.
I was gonna say because I was like, if it's in the video, it's definitely fake. But, like-
That's crazy. They put it on the internet.
Like,
seeing
well,
people
actually,
get
this is
tackled.
by Amazon. This is actually now a game show, so it's not. It doesn't just fall under
That
like
is a
just
good point.
regular internet stuff anymore. Now this is an actual legal these are legally contracts
Yeah.
things that fall under like the game show FCC standards and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that happened. The people were getting tackled, like
The women.
Women
The
specifically.
women
I
were
would
getting
they
tackled
some
by
ass.
guys.
they were stacked. The guys literally like figured out the people who participated in this. They figured out like he said they could literally sort out themselves for the teams. So of course they just picked all the big strong people just chose to be on their side, and they were bullying all the elderly women and those people, and the tackling and stuff started happening. Like literally he just let
Oh, I
them
didn't
do
watch
whatever
that
he wanted to
video.
do. Hunger Games and all that crap.
I don't kind of feel like going through this whole thing.
I
Well,
watched
I don't think
a
we should-
video of somebody watching and commenting on a video.
I watched.
It was great. So I watched
several of
2 in
those.
1.
I watched several of those.
It was a 2 for 1. It was great.
That's
great.
crazy.
I watched several of those.
We love 2 for 1s.
I think for this, I probably watched about 6 or 7
Yeah.
Mr. Beast videos in preparation just for this.
Well, and here's the thing though, like I have never ever in my life seen a Mr. Beast video ever.
No,
Not one.
me neither.
So like
That's crazy.
I
I'm
have
talking about the
I've
I'm talking
seen
about the
like
commentary stuff.
I've seen like little snippets on like social media and things like that, and that's how I know that people are like faking it in his videos, because I see these videos of people like they're just terrible actors because they're not actors. and because you've been around it long enough and you're in that world. And but I've never really seen a full video. I have really no idea who he is. And this is just on the speaking on the facts of like what I've seen in like the small stuff that I've seen, what I've heard, and also what I've known being in the acting world for my own experiences. So like, I don't, to finish off the video stuff, I really don't, like, my argument once again is going to be, is what is in the contract. That's always going to be the most important part. Now, yes, to finish with what you were saying too about, like, the changing the contract in the middle of day, that is an issue, because I think that it's really hard to, when you start changing things, it's really hard to stick to what's in the contract when you start changing things. So I think that could just be really dangerous in general when you are, the one in charge of the videos, and you are doing such big videos working with so many different people and under certain rules.
And that goes even farther than just the videos. Like he does that for his live streams as well. Like
Never seen
now,
his live streams either.
I haven't seen any of his live streams, but I've just watched these like other commentators talk about these things that are happening, and he's like, there's things that you have to do to stay away from being like there's like separations between like giveaways and what's it called, lotteries.
Yeah.
So he's setting requirements for his giveaways.
Yeah.
You're making them into lotteries now.
Yeah.
So that's illegal
Wait, what do
as
you
well.
mean? You talking about when he's talking about
For his live streams, like he's like saying if you buy like a set amount of shirts in the next 5 minutes, then
hold
you'll
on.
win an iPhone
That's
or something
not-
like that.
I don't think he said that.
He said that.
I think he said if you're buyer number 2,000, you get this. I think that's what he
It's
said.
something like that.
I don't
but
think
it's
he said that.
He said that. I watched one. I watched it
I
verbatim and
just-
saw him say within the allegedly. In the next 5 minutes, I'm not gonna get us. I'm not about to get us caught up. But in one of these live streams, he said. Anyway, the point is, he's setting like terms to participate in his giveaways. You're not really supposed to do that, but a lot of people do that on social media.
Yeah.
So it's something that's commonplace. We all see it all the time. But
Yeah.
for who he is and how big he is and his audience, mainly children, mainly children. Like you can't do that.
Yeah.
So, like him. That he's playing like some dangerous games because not even saying like he said it for 5 minutes and then he extended it by the next 30 seconds. He's literally said, "Oh, don't we owe somebody money? Oh, actually, within the next few seconds, now we're gonna give it away." Like you're. I don't know how his legal team's letting him get away with all that stuff. I don't know how they're just watching him and like, hey, shut the fuck up! Hey, stop doing that shit! Like, come on, somebody needs to be like in his ear to tell him stuff. I don't think he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm doing a lot of like negativity. I don't think he's a bad guy. Like Isaac said,
it happens all the time. Some people don't even think about it when they're doing it.
He's like he's not doing this stuff.
It's not ill intent. It's not.
Yeah.
He's not doing this stuff maliciously. This is just in the moment sort of thing. I think it's just ignorance to what he's breaking, to the laws that he's breaking. I don't know. If he's noticed.
I will say what you're talking about. You're talking about when he's selling the T-shirts, right?
Yeah, that's one of the things.
So the thing that was fraud about that was what he did was he was signing the stuff, right? And some of his friends would sign his signature on the shirts, and it's not him. That's fraud.
Well, actually,
because they're wanting to get Mr. Beast's signature from the thing. They're all like the whole team is signing it.
Yeah,
but they're forging Mr. Beast's signature. That's fraud.
Yeah,
that
but
is fraud.
For
if
that
you're paying to get his
part,
signature.
For that specific part, he has something in one of his contracts that says, or like it's like something in like his website or some stuff like that. It says Mr. Beast and crew. So
the live stream was about him. Each individual person signing it.
I mean, if
I don't know what that is, but like
I mean,
I know like he's.
You should never ever sign somebody else's name. I thought they tell you that in preschool.
They're in common, and it seems like it's common practice because he didn't do it on purpose. Like you could see in the video that after he signs Mr. Beast's signature, he tries to cover it up.
He did that on purpose.
No, he didn't do it.
That guy, he signed Mr. Beast's name on purpose. You can't say he did that on purpose.
I think it's not on purpose. It's more so muscle memory because he's done it so many times.
That means it's fraud.
Yes, but it's technically not because in his thing, he stated Mr. Beast and crew can sign his name.
Okay, I'm trying to not to troll.
It's not like the same.
That whole live stream was for them getting
I personally
individual
think
person's signature.
I personally think it's fraud, but like the way he set it up, I'm telling you, legally he wouldn't be held accountable for that.
If he advertised it as each individual person signing it,
he says Mr. Beast and crew. You're not here. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
I am.
He's forging the signatures, but like he's not gonna get held accountable for it.
No,
like,
I literally thought like I really want to know legally what it is because I literally thought like signing anybody's signature was fraud, no matter what. Like no matter what it's for, no matter what the contract is. I was taught in school, no matter what you do, it's fraud. Even if they know.
Forgery?
Like even if like your mom tells you you can sign her name on the driver's sheet, but you do it and she knows, but they find out it's not your mom's signature, still fraud, even if you did all the hours, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's what I've always been told. But
for the most part that's true.
I don't know because
unless you cover your ass.
Well, but here's the thing. We just talked about, like, contracts don't hold up if it's illegal. So I would love to know... Are you looking that up right now?
Yeah, I am too, because forgery is supposed to be for legal documents.
Yeah.
It applies
differently for different things. You guys, if you buy something from, I don't know...
That's why I'm asking, because I have no idea how that works.
Like, oh, he signed it. Like, you think MJ signed 10,000 of them damn things? He didn't.
Absolutely. You don't know that. Hey, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Trying to get it messed up, man.
Like I said, if it's like that amount, do you really think he honestly sat there and signed all of those?
Nope.
Probably not. Probably not.
I would hope so.
You would hope
so. You know.
You'd hope so, but come on. Probably not.
I mean, don't say that. Don't make all the little kitties cry.
No, for real.
I feel bad for him.
But it still begs the question though, like, it might not be illegal.
Yeah,
but it's still some form. Is there not allegedly still some form of fraud though? If he's advertised, the stream was advertised as them, each individual person signing their signature on these shirts.
Yeah.
Bro, I just started as a legal assistant. I can't answer that.
I'm just saying, like, because I still
that's
think
good. We need one.
You know, but just to bring some positivity into it, Mr. Beast, he did take up 34 million pounds of trash from the ocean, rivers, and beaches. So and
No,
then
actually, I love that. We love saving the turtles.
and he planted.
I don't drink whiskey.
We're gonna talk about this.
million
The
trees.
philanthropy. I need to talk about this because that shit doesn't matter.
What?
That
What doesn't?
all the what you just said.
Him
The
planting up 1.5 million trees.
Team C's.
Team C's, yeah.
Yeah.
How does
Like
that
you're
matter?
saying, doing good things doesn't account for doing
No,
bad
no,
things.
not that specific action. The whole Team C's thing. I watched a whole video about this today. Like all of this, the majority
I
of
know
it,
what
I
Team
think it
C's
went back
is.
into the ocean actually.
You think that's such a waste of time?
Picked it up
That's a
and
waste
threw it
of
back.
time.
Why don't you just throw it in the trash can? It's right there. You already got it.
I mean, I think it went to like landfills and stuff.
So it goes back into the
Allegedly.
ocean. I mean, landfills are supposed to not go into the ocean, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're polluting the earth in a whole different way, does it really matter? Like
Yeah,
you've
kinda
de-polluted the earth just to pollute it in a different
I mean,
way.
It kind of does.
It does, because that's like the same thing as saying garbage collectors are just still polluting the earth. You're taking the trash and putting it somewhere else. Like,
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta specify.
'Cause they
like,
burned
I
these
mean,
in
I mean, they
landfills,
just
too.
re-polluted the earth in a different way.
but everyone repollutes the earth by that logic.
I mean,
I
yeah,
mean-
there's no point then. Just
Okay,
everyone
but
trash everywhere.
do you pick up 34 million pounds of trash and dump it in somebody else's
I don't think
yard?
they
That's
they
not what
just
I'm talking
dumped it. I
about.
think they actually like genuinely recycled like plastics and stuff. But like trash.
You guys
little
gotta
trash,
look
they'll
up
do it
the
away.
Team C.
Yeah, are we thinking-
I have no idea.
You guys need to see what was all
Well,
released.
regardless of what Team C's did, Mr. Beast,
Because a lot of the
their
YouTubers that
whole
participated in that are now regretting that they helped with it.
Well, you still
So
can't
like
take
you're
away that-
defending it.
I'm
I'll
defending
tell you.
Mr. Beast on that. What Team C's did.
He tried.
That's them.
He
Mr.
tried.
Beast promoting it and getting it out there and telling people to do it. I think that's the bigger picture of it. Like Team C's, that's a whole other can of worms.
I
don't
have
know.
no
What's-
idea
we
what.
could-
Is that
we
a
could-
group of people? Team
Yeah,
C's?
so it was like an organized effort that he made himself to try and
Oh, Team C is like Ocean Seas.
like help with like pollution of the ocean. So like
I like turtles.
Oh, I like turtles too.
it was a good effort. I don't think it's I agree
photo's
with you.
so
that the message is cool.
cute.
Aw.
Photo's so cute.
That's a lot.
All right, we got a lot back
Trash
in. A lot back in.
Donated though. I was trying to do research to see if there's anything it says about.
It's not. Are you gonna find defamation on his actual website?
Well, not okay. That's. I wanted to
a
see
good
like
point.
if they were gonna put what they did with the trash. I'm not going on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm not going on Twitter, by the way. I'm taking that shit. I don't know what's gonna pop up.
The point is there's a lot of things that happen with Team C and I don't feel too comfortable talking about it too much because I don't really know everything, not in the way that I feel comfortable explaining.
Mhm.
But I can tell you right now, a lot of YouTubers that participated in it, because it was mainly
Allegedly.
YouTubers.
Mhm.
Oh, well, some of them are actually talking about it. A lot of them are getting up and saying, "Wow, I'm not so sure about that." Because he could have done. There's other
Why
ways
are
of,
they
like,
saying they're
making
not
that
so
effort.
sure about it?
There's like I said,
Allegedly.
I just watched the video this morning.
actually, that was my next piece of dialogue. I just watched the video this morning.
No, like I want to know what was in the video. Like, why are they regretting it? Is it because it was going in the landfill? Is that what you're saying? Like, are they thinking it was a waste
I
of their
remember one
time?
specific part was they feel like he could have, with the effort that he made to actually help, remove all that trash from the ocean, he could have reallocated that effort into like spreading awareness or like getting around organizations that he's working with, because he's rubbing shoulders with people that are literally like actively polluting the earth. So like these big corporations like Coca-Cola, he's proven to actually be buddies with those guys, and they're one of the major polluters of the ocean. So
any company that has plastic is.
Wouldn't your efforts be
that has
better
nothing to do with
spent-
Coca-Cola. That has to do with every person that's bought a can and thrown it in the ocean.
I didn't say that.
I don't know. I feel like that has nothing to do with Coca-Cola. That's what you're saying, right? Is that they're friends with Coca-Cola, and that's why he doesn't want. You're saying,
I don't understand what you're saying now.
you're saying that Mr. Beast is friends with Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
That's why the other people are mad, because Coca-Cola is the main thing that one of the main things that pollutes the ocean.
Not that he's friends with them, but like he has pull with them. If you genuinely want to make change over these things, like I said, this is other people talking. Like, you have the ability to directly communicate with the main polluters.
Are they gonna actually listen though? No.
I mean, here's not even that.
Companies are into philanthropy. They like to make themselves look better. So
yes, I mean, and that's the thing though. Like, there's really nothing you can do about it. It's not like, who's the leader of Coca-Cola?
anyway,
it's not him taking the bottles and throwing them in the ocean. Like,
it's proven that getting up and like actually like going into the ocean and picking up trash, that's the least.
So you're saying
that's the least effective way of reducing pollution.
I have a counter argument to that.
Like, if you were to, I'll let you finish your counter argument, but if you were to actually want to make change, like these companies are making efforts right now in their day to day, like Amazon and Coca-Cola and all these companies.
I know who you are.
They're making real efforts these days.
You're a bystander. not one that jumps in and fights. That's who you are, Fareed.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a what? I'm not unplugging again.
Oh my god.
I'm a fence sitter. I'm not getting on that. Like,
I can't.
I don't want to be.
I'm laughing so hard my hat fell off. I can't with that.
See, like my counter argument to you, do you not think him making all these videos about it and telling every YouTuber to do it, put it in their YouTube thing, Instagram, everything, is that not spreading awareness?
I didn't say it's not.
He's doing both.
What?
And I personally think that it's hardest to go out there and actually do it, to get people that want to just
that just looks nice.
Donate their time and get out there and do it and actually physically be there rather than clicking buttons on a screen. I think is better personally. I don't know.
I think that just looks nice.
I'm about to start trolling.
I'll be honest with you. I think that's,
we got a bystander.
I just think that looks.
He's
nice.
the one that runs to tell the teacher that he stubbed his toe.
Pause.
Actually, no, Fareed, she's kind of right. You are being a hard bystander right now.
I think that there's better ways of dealing with pollution. I don't think that
getting the trash out.
If they're literally going to
getting the pollution out of the pollution zone.
If they're literally going to re-pollute, like in the next, like if you take the trash out and then they just put more trash in, like double the amount you took out.
That's like saying,
is that helping?
If your room is dirty, don't clean it because it'll get dirty again.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's you're saying them taking out
I'm with Isaac on that.
He's saying them taking out.
Okay, hold on. You guys are like misconstruing my words. Like, what are you guys saying?
Because you're.
No,
what are you saying?
Hold on.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that he has the ability to help to tell these companies, oh, like, okay, hold on. You know how like Amazon is making an effort to like, oh, we're gonna reduce our pollution over the next like 5 years and shit like that.
Said that.
They're literally trying to do these efforts. So
I mean,
I feel like you're arguing out of ignorance more.
They have totally. They totally have. Like I remember my Amazon, because I'm an Amazon addict. Oh my god, I love it. And I remember my Amazon stuff used to come in these little shitty packing cubes. They used to be filled with them.
Oh yeah.
And that shit used to go everywhere. And then, well, first it was the little tiny balls that went everywhere, like the little miniature, like little tiny balls that went everywhere. And then it came into the packing cubes, right? They were shrunk down and they could expand, and that's like, yeah. So, then it was that, and then it turned into
bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap. That I was gonna say, what's the ones that pop? Bubble wrap. Then it turned into bubble wrap, and we were even less plastic. And now all of these companies are using this like really thin plastic, and they put air in the center of it.
Yeah.
And that's how they ship stuff, and it doesn't break, and it uses like probably 60% less plastic than at least, you know, the packing cubes, you know?
So you're seeing what I'm saying is they have different ways of helping with pollution. Like what I get what you're saying, oh, it's really nice to get out there and pick up the trash physically, but if we're going to be honest, it's proven that that is the least effective way of dealing with pollution.
I still disagree.
If you make consolidated efforts with companies to reduce their plastic or their pollution waste over time, you're doing a lot better.
I understand. I 100% understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
because 34 million pounds of plastic, you know they put 90 pounds of plastic in the water every single day. We did nothing.
But, well, that's actually not true.
That was 34 less. than before.
That one day.
But
They poured it out like
think about it like this.
2 more days, they doubled it.
So think about it like this though. I think getting the trash from, because not just the ocean, it's rivers and beaches. Picking up the actual trash and not leaving it there looking nasty is better anyway. It's still better to do that. It's like, because well, think about it like this. Me, one, I'm not going out there to do that. Two,
So why are you?
No, because I'm saying me personally, I'm not going out there to do that.
I'm getting shit on by people who are not going to do this anyway.
No, I'm not going to do that. I would much rather donate. I would much rather give somebody money to do it than to, because I know for me, this is me personally, I'm not going out to do that. I'm not doing that. But if I can pay somebody to do it, I'm going to pay them. What if some people actually physically can't go out there and do it? I'm not saying I physically can't. What if some people can't physically go out there and do it, so they give money so they can help make a change?
All I'm saying is that if you have a choice between doing what's most effective and doing something that's more so just pleasing to the eye and makes people feel better, I'd rather you do what's more effective.
How would I tell a company to do it then?
No, it's not you. Mr. Beast has that ability, not you.
I mean,
then that's
also debatable.
I'm just saying.
Because he doesn't work for the company, he can.
Yeah, but he has pull with them, and they have they will make consolidated efforts to keep him happy as a partner of their company.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
They can choose not to.
Really not at all. I mean, he doesn't work for the company. The company. I mean, he could just as easily drop Mr. Beast and then go to, what's the other, Ninja? Is that like a popular gamer or whatever? Go to him and sell. Why are you laughing? Please do not laugh at that. I don't even know I heard his name the other day.
You're right.
And go, thank you, Dallas. I appreciate that. And go to Ninja and be like,
I got laughed at.
We've already worked with these amazing people like Mr. Beast. What do you think about working with us? You know, like, Mr. Beast doesn't have as much
has an audience of 300 million subscribers.
Kids.
Doesn't Ninja too?
No.
Who is that?
He used to.
Mr. Beast is by far the most.
Is Mr. Beast gaming? Is he in the gaming industry? Was that a really bad comparison?
No, he's just like.
No, it wasn't a bad comparison because Ninja was the top of gaming.
He did start off.
What is Mr. Beast centered in? I don't know what his niche is. He's so fucking.
It's not really a niche.
Yeah, he's not.
He's like the number one most subscribed YouTuber at this point. So
who are you going to replace Mr. Beast with?
Nobody.
Nobody. So it's not like you can just easily throw him away. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like, okay. Yeah, you got
somebody will come along to fill his place. I'll promise you that.
If it shit falls off.
Yeah.
Kaisenat's not.
He is, yeah.
Kaisenat's not like the way
he's not Mr. Beast, but he's up there.
Yeah,
he's number
one on Twitch.
But like, who?
Part of the reason is Kaisenat doesn't market to kids.
True.
Unpopular opinion, maybe not, but kids are the most easiest market to market to. Like,
yeah.
If I could go back. I mean, like, I'm not saying that I don't market to kids now. I mean, like, we just talked about how I, like, still, for some reason to this day, still do 15-year-old roles. But, like, I would solely make my brand centered around kids. Because that is the easiest to grow to. Because kids just see, ooh, and they're like, ah. Like, that's it.
That means stop cussing.
I know. Work in progress. Don't come at me. The fact that I teach kids every day is so bad. I don't cuss around them, I promise. I can control it. But maybe that was a bad comparison. I don't know. But I still disagree with that fully. I think getting trash out of the ocean in general, I mean, yes, maybe 9,000 would have came, but still, that was 3,000 more. That's not there anymore. That could have been. And I am all for Save the Turtles. I don't even use straws at restaurants. I'm vegetarian. I'm very much save the ocean, save the turtles. You guys are going to have people
thinking that I literally want you to kill turtles. Like,
I'm sorry, that's what I think.
You guys be a little bit more open-minded to what I'm saying.
No, I'm open-minded to what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. I swear I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm just saying it's not a bad thing to do.
Like,
I do as well.
If you get the trash out of the water, you're physically picking it up, I think that is effective, but there's definitely better ways.
And I understand that as well. It's just, I don't think Mr. Beast has as much pull as you think. I don't think, it's... I also probably think that... I just think about it and I'm just like, that's not really Coca-Cola's fault. I mean, if you don't have a bottle or a can to drink Coca-Cola out of, where are you going to drink it out of, your hand?
Where you're thinking about it solely from, like, people throwing it in. Like, these companies produce waste themselves.
Yeah.
Like, to manufacture the stuff that they're doing. That's really where that pollution's coming from that I'm talking about. It's not people in their day-to-day lives just throwing Coca-Cola. Does anybody actually do that?
At this point...
Can we look up that statistic?
What?
How much trash
does Coca-Cola produce?
No. How much? What is the? Wait, hold on.
Look up both.
What is the percent of trash thrown into the ocean of like companies versus like everyday people? How do you look that up? I don't know how to Google anything. It's fine.
3 million tons of plastic packaging a year. God damn. Well, that's producing. Oh my god.
What are you doing?
We're both looking like we need to know. We need to know.
Pumps out
200.
bottles a minute. Holy shit.
200,000 bottles a minute. This isn't Wikipedia, right?
No,
No.
this is org,
Okay,
but
cool. I mean, you
On
can just
average,
buy
maybe
.org, but it's
plastic is
better than
recycled.
Wikipedia.
so
You
look,
can just check the source on
28%
Wikipedia.
of the plastic that is recycled is lost in the process. I don't know what they're talking about. I think
But you see how much they're producing all on their own without any like customers getting involved with that. Like that's what we're talking about here.
I want to know what the percent is. Like, is it like in the ocean? Is it like 60% companies, 40% people? Is it like 90% companies and 10% people? Because that is a big difference to me
In the ocean.
as well. I think because you have to think about it. There's one Coca-Cola company, maybe.
only 0.5% of plastic end up in the ocean. Apparently.
Only 0.5%.
Wait, hold on. You just passed the thing that would have actually answered the question. What is the biggest producer of waste? Plastic bags, plastic
That's-
bottles.
no.
Oh wait, that's not.
But that's not talking
I
about.
thought I was gonna say companies.
It's just
Okay.
Do companies
25%. Businesses produce 25%.
Yeah. See, businesses actually make less than people.
Yo, where's that? That's from a .com, not an org.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, like find a reliable.
You
Actual
better
I
off
mean, this is something we got to do off camera. I'm not.
Yeah,
this is
that's a lot
I'm
of stuff. Actually,
getting
we're getting sidetracked. The point is, companies typically end up producing way more trash than funny people do. So
I want to see a statistic.
I,
Yeah.
will
I want to
show
see
you-
the
And
facts.
I will-
Salamence.
I will physically show you a statistic.
Drop the
later on.
statistic right here.
Do it, Salome. I mean,
Do it.
it's
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, Salome.
It's probably gonna actually.
Gonna do actual work.
it's probably
Actually, Dallas, I have a serious
Exactly.
question for you.
Oh Lord.
All right.
I didn't
What do
kill
you think
people.
this is? I want to know what you. What do you think? I don't know if my contact information is on there, so I don't
It
know.
got pretty heavy. Yes. Can we please turn?
What?
Show them the-
Dallas, what do you think this is?
I would assume. Oh, probably your vocal cords when you sing because they open.
Oh,
This is so fucking
To be
boring.
well, no. To be
Gosh.
fair, he is a singer. To be fair, he would know. Out of anybody here, he would be the one.
Yeah,
to know.
because I took a singing lesson course in college.
I
Yeah.
literally pulled this up. My vocal cords are injured. So this is actually me with no talking at all. Sorry, this is me with no talking at all.
Yours are injured?
Yeah, I got a vocal injury from my rock climbing kids.
How?
Talking too much. But this is better. It's better
Injured.
now. It's better now.
Yeah,
But
how'd you get injured? That's crazy. God, really?
and like yelling and stuff, like it's just really bad. You can still kind of hear it, but it's a lot better now.
Not sick. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, that's God's way of
But
saying.
I
"Man,
have
you
some
talk too
photos.
much."
These
So I
I wanna
have
know,
never come in this.
do y'all think this is a
my
vagina
kids.
or my vocal cords? You let me know.
We're gonna get demonetized.
You want to give me a picture of that so I can fucking edit it in?
Just give it to Salome.
I'm probably the one who's going to end up editing this episode, so you should probably give it to me.
Oh, my God.
She already quit. She's already done with
You haven't
us.
even paid her. You missed the beast out at this
I haven't
point.
started paying her yet, so I shouldn't start doing anything.
So you must be the next Mr. Beast. Oh, content. Like, we're
I'm
fine.
not worried about getting demonetized.
You worry about
What's
getting canceled.
demonetized?
Well,
get no
what am I going to
ads.
get canceled for?
No more ads.
What did I say that's going to get me canceled?
No
Talking
more
about
ads.
the C's. Talking about it was a waste of time to do that is crazy, by the way.
Yeah, that was a huge misfire for
Okay,
you.
guys, I said it a little bit too harshly. It's not a waste of time, but I definitely think you could have done some more.
But you can't move the goalpost like, yeah, wow, that's crazy you did that. I mean, like, that's like, there's a whole phenomenon
I'm
of
gonna cut
people
it out.
like moving the goalposts. Like,
No, you can't. No, you
I'm
better
gonna
not cut it out.
I'm
You
gonna
keep
cut this
it.
shit out.
No, you
You
can't.
better not.
You're keeping it in. You're keeping it in.
I don't want to be the
If you
laughing
cut it
stock,
out,
but
I'm
too
quitting.
bad. You were in the road for that
Go
one.
ahead, quit.
No, I will quit.
Go ahead,
If you
quit.
cut that out, I'm quitting.
I'm cutting that shit out. Bro.
No, leave it
If
in.
it's that damn bad,
Dude, it's like
I'm
half the
gonna edit
podcast.
it.
There's no point in cutting it out. You
Yeah.
can't have a podcast with a good
You
You
face
just
and like,
misspoke.
unfiltered and
That's
then cut
all
out.
to it, right? I mean, that okay. That's,
All right, it's over.
no, it's not.
I really,
All right, be
I
sure
really
to
think you
like,
were-
share, and subscribe this episode. Thanks for
Dallas, you won't be able to go home, bro. You were one sip.
We're still gonna
Chill.
be setting up a Patreon. Are you that lit?
I know.
I've been wondering.
Yeah.
Bro's been looking weird this entire time. Just like
I know. I thought that was just He looks way more chill than he normally does.
Everything we said today was alleged, by the way.
Allegedly.
Put disclaimer. At the
Allegedly
beginning.
alleged.
We're gonna
Put a
this-
disclaimer at the beginning.
everything's-
Everything is not.
Yes.
You know,
Full
factual.
disclosure, we don't know anything.
And everything's fake.
I'm
We're all
fucked
fake.
up
Yeah,
for
what we
real.
just said was fake.
I'm not a real person.
I'm
So-
fucked up.
Dallas is fake. You even know.
Okay, now you're milking it. Bye.
Bye.
Oh wait, my Instagram is Lively Kylie.
My Instagram is King Macaroni.
None of that's making it in.
Yes, it is.
You can